courage. Where did you find the courage to go out on your own? I mean, you had the good job, the sales job and everything like that. But where did you, a lot of people never make that move. They don't take that step. They're comfortable in that 9 to 5, somebody else taking the responsibility and the stress. Where did you find the courage to step out and say, I'm going to do this on my own?
So I'm gonna give you two different answers, Coach Arlen. I think the first one is my perspective of what I actually thought at the time of making that decision to leave that corporate job. And then the second one is kind of in hindsight, now that I've learned a lot more, what I think was actually true at the time. So when I was going through that, I think what gave me the courage to actually walk away from that job was all of the failure that I went through that first year in sales. So I was an abysmal failure, right? But I kept pushing forward. I kept trying different things. I kept learning. And what I discovered through that process was that everything can be figured out, right? Everything can be learned. And so that gave me the confidence and the courage to step out and to walk away from a phenomenal salary, from all the benefits, and literally go to zero. But now in hindsight, looking back, the other thing that I would say is that I've learned there's a big difference between risk and recklessness. And so that difference, for so many people, when we go to make a decision like that, we think we're being reckless, right? We think we're throwing everything away. We call it risk. We say we're going to take a risk, but in our heads, we're thinking we're being reckless, we're throwing everything away. The reality is that, if I had failed in the lawn care business, I could have gone and gotten another sales job. So that decision wasn't permanent. I've since heard the example that Amazon uses. They use the analogy of a two-way door versus a one-way door. Okay. And so when we make decisions, anytime it's a two-way door that we can go through and come back if necessary, yeah, there may be pain, there may be regret, there may be some scars along the way. Sure. But if we can go back, that's taking a risk. That's not being reckless.